Hey, what's going on? Uh, Today I'm going to showcase a couple builds and team comps that I feel that may accentuate Aloy as much as possible. As you see, I'm going to leave her talent at 6 because she shares the same mats as Raiden. And one thing I'm going to say is she's an extremely fun character, but definitely doesn't feel like a 5 star even at C0. And arguably, some 4 stars feel a lot stronger than she does. Granted, she does have only level 6 talents, but I don't think that's going to cause much of a difference. Right now, I'm showcasing Melt Aloy, and she can output some good numbers, especially in a Bennett ult. She can, in Melt, she can hit pretty freaking hard. Her autos, as you can see, even with Rust and even with Amos, don't hit too well. But you see her bursts, even without Bennett ult 26k on the Melt, it's pretty nice. And you see that fat burst of 100k, so she hits decently hard. And she pops in, hits hard, and leaves. Granted, her skill does take a lot to. It's 19 sec. It's about a 19-second, 20-second cooldown. You kind of want to run sack on her, to be honest. You kind of want to run sack on her. And I showed the two attacks because one of them had Thrilling Tales. So she goes up to 2,000 with Thrilling Tales. But yeah, you kind of want sack because you see the cool part about sack on her, and there's 30k on the freeze team with Millith, Thrilling Tales, and Noblesse all on her. She was able to hit 30k, no reaction. Didn't freeze, right? So she could still hit hard in the freeze comps, and as you saw, like the cool part of sack bow on her, the sacrificial bow on her, is that, and she has 24k right there on the ult, is that the bombs can proc the sacrificial, and then reset her cooldowns. So she has multiple ways to. So with sack bow, she is almost 99% going to proc it somehow. If you have, at least if you have refinement 3. Otherwise, yeah, she has quite a few chances still, even with low refinements on it. So I would say if you have a sack bow and you really want to play Aloy because you like her, it definitely feels really smooth with her, especially in quick swamp comps like this. You go in, you pop the skill, that's it. Now I'm also gonna showcase that uh, animal characters, because you kind of want to use an animal character with her because you want to group up the bombs and hit all of them as much as possible to get as much damage out as you can. As you saw, Sucrose can group them up, but unfortunately Venti can't. Neither his ult nor his skill has an interaction with the bombs. You see, they didn't move at all to either skill nor to his ult. So it's kind of unfortunate, but okay, I guess another way they can nerf Venti, but whatever. So you can see he still is able to have some type of synergy with her, group them up for her and everything, and then she can kind of try to hit as many of them with her skill as possible. So Venti still works, but preferably if you have a Sucrose or as you'll see, a Kazuha, they have much better synergy than Venti. But so does Jean, as I'll show up soon. Jean's synergy is pretty nice because just like Klee, she can suck up the bombs and then, hit them. And if you put on a full VV set on her, you're not only sucking the bombs and making sure that, they hit the enemies, but she's also going to shred them too, which then Aloy can switch into and then hit pretty hard. Right? So boom, just like that. So it's pretty nice. Jean's also a good one too for Aloy because she can suck up the bombs and everything. Look at that, boom. And then usually, yeah, that's why Diona is also good here, is because you can shield while you're doing that as well. So I know it's a triple healer team, but hey, at least your Aloy's not gonna die, right? So, but yeah, it's but I would say even and then you got to see a little bit of her autos. I really don't think Aloy's autos are really good at all. I even tried to. So this Kazuha right now is wearing a Millennial Movement sword, Freedom Sworn on him. So he just testing both options out. If you have him maxing, if you have his weapon, this is how he's kind of gonna strengthen her and everything. And yeah, as you can see, it's really nice. I would say like Kazuha is really good because he groups them together at the same time, hitting them with the bombs. So they have like kind of the maximum, I would say, synergy. Then comes Sucrose. because but she ascends with damage bonus, so it's cool if you have Kazuha on on the team with her. You can definitely run an attack goblet, or if you have C6 Sucrose, you can run her with an attack goblet because you're gonna get like what 30 something from her ascension, then you're gonna get 15% from the two piece if you're doing cryo on her, and then 20% from her from Sucrose's C6 or 40% from Kazuha, then you can definitely just run an attack goblet on her because I know crowd characters do love their attack. So yeah, but definitely, I would say she's flexible in the sense that, as you can see, Barbara works really well for her because she needs to kind of get really close up to at least do her skill, so she can kind of freeze off of that. And I'm testing her with Favonius Warbow, just to kind of see it. The ER is good on it on the Favonius Warbow, but just like how you kind of have to wait around for her skill is a little annoying. The Sackbow is definitely way better to me. I would say her best in slot is Sackbow just for usability sake, not damage wise. Damage wise, it's gonna most likely just be something like Harp or or Amos Bow as we test. And while I was testing her, I'm testing her with different 5-star options. And the Blackcliff, you see that's 26 on that with the Blackcliff. I put the Harp on her in this one. You can just to kind of show you her burst damage, because as a main damage dealer, her autos are pretty slow and they don't hit hard at all. I really think they kind of intended her, and you see a 30k right there, they really did intend for her to be not a main DPS but a sub DPS. But one problem I had when I was testing her out was like, okay, cool, she hits really hard as a sub DPS, but her playstyle and even her energy cost reminds me of another character, and the character is a 4-star. Granted, she's free. I don't know how long she's going to be free or if she's going to get any constellations. I highly doubt that she's going to get any constellations. We saw a nice 40k there. But she reminded me of Chung Yun. Chung Yun has a very, very good quick swap comp playstyle. You slap down his skill and then you boom hit with his ult, so you can see how hard his ult hits, way harder than hers does, and it's not even with a 5-star weapon. You can kind of see it just takes me 2 ults and I take that out. Not that she can't, but I don't even have to really manage his cooldowns or anything. It's just kind of like he's just hitting hard with his skill and his ult. You can see she hits pretty, but if I have all those ults up, no bless from Diona and C6 Sucrose, you can kind of see I hit hard, right? I do hit hard. I even tried to with Raiden, right? Because all of them came out together. But all I can really say is that she is okay if you really do like Horizon Zero Dawn, but feels pretty weak, to be honest.